Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez, and I'm here with an Ask Misty. Dear Misty, my parents are separated and getting a divorce. They are constantly forcing me to take sides. And that's where the question ends. I'm assuming your question is going or is supposed to be or intended. I'm assuming that your question was intended to be something about taking sides. Yes. Going through a divorce is tragic for everyone involved. The mom, the dad, the children. And yes, sometimes messy things like fights and divorces and separations cause people to be ugly. And a lot of times when people are ugly, they become really immature and it becomes a he said, she said battle. And they're like, and they want everyone on their side. And that's the worst fight to be in. Mom talks shit about dad, dad talks shit about mom, and you're miserable hearing all the shit about shit that you really do not need to know anything about anything, especially depending on how old you are. Now, the only thing that I can suggest you to do is love both of your parents and never talk to your parent about the other parent, especially in a negative way. Mom, I love you. I also love Dad. I hate that you're hurting right now. I hate that this is happening to you right now, but I cannot be on either side. I have to be neutral. You're both my parents and I love you both equally. Please don't involve me in your fights. Please don't involve me in your nitpick. Please don't involve me in your squabbles. Please don't involve me in your anything. I don't care. The reality is, of course, you do care, and you might actually be on a side. But, and then when the nitty-gritty gets down to it, you can't let your parent know which side you're on because that's going to be a weapon, and you are not a weapon. And you don't want your parents to pull you up in court or in any fight and say, well, our child said this about you. Words can hurt. And it's hard to forget and forgive sometimes with hurt words. Don't succumb to the madness. Don't succumb to the rage. Don't succumb to the petty he said, she said bullshit. Let your mom and dad know that you love them both. And you're impartial. You're not in this fight. This fight is between them. Now, when custody becomes an issue, that's the only time you need to speak up and be like, I think I need to live with so-and-so. And if the court or the judges or anybody asks you, that's when you need to give a responsible, I think I need to live with so-and-so because this reason. But other than that, stay neutral. Stay Switzerland. Don't get involved. And when mom or dad starts talking about the other one because they need to vent, they're frustrated. And maybe they don't have a friend to call. Maybe they're just ranting and raving and you're like, ugh, just leave the room. Or if you're man enough or woman enough to say, mom, dad, whoever they are, shut up. I can't hear it. I can't deal with it. I can't tolerate it. I don't need to know the things you're talking about. And that's going to be really tough for you. And it'll be tough on them. Because they both probably think they're right. He did this, she did that. They're both wrong. It takes two to tango. I don't know who did what first, but they both fucked up. Otherwise, they'd still be married. That's my opinion. But I think, I don't know how old you are, but I think you can do it. I think you can let your parents know that you love them and not to include you in their squabbles. Loving you, Miss Easy.